and thank you for joining me in my presentation about Tableau's data visualization capabilities. My name is Kirsten Robinson-Knecht, and this is for our CUNY SPS course Business 410 in our summer course of 2019. I would like to show you the comprehensive and quite attractive possibilities that Tableau has to bring your data in a nice format and to allow for nice presentations, may it be in PowerPoint, may it be Word documents, reports that you want to write. And with that, I chose the example of our new permanent residence to the US, and that is our adjustment of status or new permanent residence 2018 for quarter 1, 2, and 3. And my source is the US Department of Homeland Security. You see the map here that shows us the entire world and all contributing countries. And it is already tinted. It already shows by color which are the top contributors. You see Mexico is the top contributor with 60,832 new permanent residents in the first 3 quarters of 2018. You see Cuba is here in a similar red with 55,932 new contributors or new permanent residents, that is. And you see as the third, the runner-up country, so to speak, India, with 26,638 new permanent residents to the US. Quite interesting, there was nobody coming from China, and I can just not believe it. But let's just leave it as such. Quite interesting. And with that being said, you can also hover over all different other countries and see what the number may be. For Russia, you see it's 3,763. For Germany, it's 2,537. And for, let's say, Ghana, 1,448 new permanent residents in the first 3 quarters of 2018. Well, how did we get there? How could this map be created? What I did is, at first I had to find my data. I went to the website of the Department of Homeland Security, which is www.dhs.gov. And at the very bottom of this page, I found my data. It's in an attachment and it is in Excel. I took this data, I could now double click on it and open it, but I can also just cancel it and hop on my desktop because it is right here. Double clicking on it, open it, here we go. And you will see all different countries that had new permanent residents to the US are shown on the left hand side. You see the total for 2018, which included the quarter 1, quarter 2, and quarter 3. However, data for quarter 4 is not yet available as of today, the 15th of July of 2019. So what we also see is there are quite some other tables down here, but we will not worry about them. We will just focus on the new permanent residents for the moment. So I'm taking this data, and before I actually move on, let me just hop over to the letter M and see that our data is correct. There is Mexico with the total of 60,832 new contributors. So that is the source of my data. I'm closing this file now and I go back to Tableau. When I'm in Tableau, I can just open Tableau as a new to show you how I attached my Excel sheet. I go to data source, which will bring me to the opening page. I see what I can connect to, and here is Excel. I see my file, I connect, and here we are. On that note, let me close this. You will see on data source I already connected, as I just showed you, and here's the data. It is in the same format as we just saw it in Excel. What I did as well is I just chose table 1A and I dragged it over. And with that being said, I open a sheet. Here is another one. I want to have a clean slate, so to speak, and I want to start creating what you already saw. I take the region and countries, take it into marks. I take the total as well, and you will see that longitude and latitude is coming up, so to speak, by itself. Now, I do have a map. I see all the contributing countries. I also see that China is not there. Interesting again, just pointing it out. And by hovering over it, I see the different numbers. I see Mexico with 60,832, but I wouldn't have known that it is the top contributor. So I want to add a little bit to it to make sure that my map is easier to read. What I would do here at first is I go to Show Me and I choose a different graph. This is a graph that will actually bring me to the different colors. And now I'm taking the color and put it on my graph. Here we go. The blue is not up to my liking. I'm changing it to make it a little bit more easy to read. And here we go. Then I would go on my countries. You see already the color coding. These are my top contributors. It looks like. I do a right click, I go to annotate, mark, and OK. And there is my little label that you saw. I will do the same thing on Cuba. Right click, annotate, mark. It doesn't want to. Right click, annotate, mark, and here we are. OK. I'm going to move it a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to change its format a little bit that it better fits into the ocean. Here we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing with India. Alright. Moving it a little bit. Here we go. And that looks already pretty much to what you saw earlier. I will go to sheet 3. I go make a right click, edit title, and I'm going to say, oops, new green card holders Q1, Q2, Q3, 2018, source, USCIS. Here we go. Okay. This is pretty much the map that you saw earlier. And that is quite comprehensive. It's visually appealing and it shows us our data. But still, there is something with China. I cannot believe that we did not even have one new permanent resident from China. Now, on that note, let me also go back to the right-hand side to my various other options to show my data. This is another favorite of my graphs that Tableau can provide. And see there, China actually is there, but it has a different name. China as in People's Republic of China. So our third biggest contributor to new green card holders in the US is actually not India. India is number 4 with 26,638. The third biggest is China with 29,813. So if I would have stayed with the graph as a globe, I would have lost the data for China. So I'm actually happy that this one can show me that, data that is not identical to how Tableau shows this country, China. Very interesting. Another option, it's also color-coded, and you have quite a variety. You can also just go by pure numbers, which looks like Excel. You can also have bar graphs like this. You can have a pie chart, but that's probably a little bit cumbersome. So here we are, going back to the initial slide. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. that you looked at my presentation. Thank you.